Hey all, and welcome back for episode 16 of our Hannibal Commander Campaign. We start again with the tragic sight of Carthago being in the hands of our client state instead of our own. But we do have two Roman armies here approaching Carthago, and hopefully they are able to take it from our clients, and we can sweep in and save the day with this force that we have here. That's the plan anyway. I don't know if the Romans are going to cooperate. They tend to have not been terribly cooperative with us in this campaign so far, but you never know. It could go differently this time. Yeah, so let's jump into it. So in the last episode, we did capture Eol, which was nice little bonus for us. A little bit of income, not a lot, but it is a staging ground to reconquer Carthago and hopefully draw a bit of attention away from our kind of, I guess now our capital in Carthage. So, I mean, the name is correct, but the location is far off. So that's where we're at. Hannibal, of course, is in Italy now, which is wonderful. We have the Etruscans who have kind of rebelled from us. I'm wondering if we push back up next turn and take Ariminum and make them a client state. I feel like that would be the appropriate thing to do. I could be wrong there. We will see. I don't know why it wouldn't let us puppet them or liberate them in the first place. I suspect it has something to do with the fact that we needed to take Velathri. But we did take Velathri before they rebelled, and that didn't give us the option either. So unless it's their former capital that we need to be to occupy, like the last location that was their capital, that we need to occupy to make it a client. But that's fine. That is what it is. Okay, so let us. There's not really anything we can do, so let's end this turn and let the episode progress. Looks like the Romans are doing nothing again, which is precisely what we don't want to see. We'd like them to move on Carthago. And the Etruscans can take that, that's fine. I would like to get a peace agreement with them. Ideally.
You have recruited so many units, the treasury is buckling under the weight of
mercenary
their upkeep.
replenishment, yeah, let's take that.
New territory would spread the cost
Upkeep's
well
too great, I'm aware. We have slums in Eol, which is not great, and a rebellion in Velathri, which is fine. We're now researching elephant training. War has been declared. That which is not actually that good for us. I would like to make peace with you, though, Etruscans.
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please don't bother.
Seems a bit strange to me.
Not honey.
We were once friends.
Be grateful I do not have your peaceful tongue ripped.
But that's okay. Right. Well, Hannibal is going to push back up this direction. What do we go for Ariminum? I mean, the Etruscans can deal with that revolt. That's not our problem. Either way, I would like to push south towards Campania, and of course take Hannibal's historic strategy of hanging around here. Basically, conquer the south and then push up towards Rome. And kind of conquering the south will be our way of role-playing these cities coming to our side. You know, these former Roman allies coming to join us. Doesn't look like their cities are in great shape though, which is notable. Okay, we have no money to do anything, but actually what we can do is we can take you out of forced march. Is good, and we can destroy. Can we not afford to destroy the slums? We cannot afford to destroy the slums. Okay, that's all right. Let's end our turn. Okay, the other slums have come up. Want us to raise a fleet at our minimum. You know, that's going to be a challenge, because we don't control our minimum. I'm not quite sure what their thinking was there, but that's okay. And recruit a spy. That is something I wouldn't mind doing at some point. The Swabi have formed the German Confederation. That's pretty cool. And faction destroyed the Celtic Confederation, which I believe was these guys over here. So it looks like our allies in the east have succeeded. Ah, would you like to trade? No. Syracuse hates us. Macedon feels friendly towards us with some cultural conversion. You wouldn't join a war against Rome?
That we may speak our parts well, and so reach agreement.
Okay, that's not going to go. What about Sparta? Would you join a war against Rome?
Be welcome, but may Athena strike us all dumb.
That's fine. Okay, Hannibal. You can take Ariminum. I would kind of like to see peaceful relations with the Etruscans. There's a slight roleplay here in two ways. One is because Hannibal, of course, tried to befriend kind of the enemies of Rome. But also the Etruscans and the Carthaginians have a long history together. And yeah, a long trading history. Like, we have found evidence of pretty strong trade and cultural relationships between Carthaginians and Etruscans before the rise of Rome in Italy. Even so far as finding, I believe, like, sculptures and so on with shared images and symbols on them, Carthaginian inscriptions in Etruscan temples and so on and so forth. So it would be cool just as a roleplay, from a roleplay perspective, to align ourselves with them. So let's just push further south. And I would really like to get peace with them.
I have little gain in wasting
They're
the
just
day
not
here.
interested.
What you say had better please my ears.
And I'd love trade with
Gods
you.
will have me listen to you.
Rejected.
Your goods, well, no.
Okay. And the Romans just seem pretty intent on having no defenses in Italy. And also very intent on not actually attacking Carthago, which is completely undefended. Surely they would do that next turn. I find it strange to think they wouldn't. Can you get converted now? No, you can't.
How can I serve Carthage?
I think we would do well to disband those ships. Okay. Carthage is unhappy. I believe we're taxing our people into oblivion at the moment. So it would be good to get to the point where we don't have to tax them so much. Presumably by taking southern Italy as our own. Okay. How's our politics looking? Because we have had, of course, issues there in the past. No, everyone's really happy, so that's fine. Characters. Okay, this is all good. Can we research authority when leading an army? That could be good. And morale for all units would be really good as well. And attack skill for all sword-armed units would be great. Oh, that would be even better. Well, let's give him that for sure. Increasing the size of his aura of influence would be good, but the morale would also be good. I mean, Hannibal is 63 now. Let's get his authority up. Yeah, it's 184 BC. Carthage is supposed to be long destroyed. To be fair, it's captured. So yeah, Hannibal is pretty old. He could very well die soon. So we don't know if we want to waste too much time, actually. But the roleplay is kind of a campaign Hannibal, not necessarily Hannibal himself. So we will keep going with this strategy, pursue his strategy, and if another general has to finish the job, then it would be less satisfying, but so be it. Hannibal didn't make it to sieging Rome anyway. Although perhaps he could have. This is, of course, a debate. You know, I had actually thought, kind of on that debate, let's end the turn, I had thought that the debate, or the big question was, why did Hannibal not siege Rome after Cannae? But I have since learned that there's kind of a secondary question about why did he not siege Rome after Lake Trasimene, when he ambushed and destroyed the Roman consular army, and then hunted down, and then I think the second consular army was also destroyed or routed when he was in the north, and so his lack of aggression there has been argued that was the point at which he should have gone for Rome, which is an interesting debate, and maybe he didn't have the resources, but clearly his approach didn't work, right? The Romans needed to be pushed out in the war quickly, because otherwise they just have too much resilience, too much staying power. Okay, a riot has started in your capital. You suspect that it was instigated by one of the other political parties. How do you react? Crush the riot. Population surplus, lovely. Construction complete. Okay. Come on, Rome. This is just silly. You have... I mean, it's not a great force, but Carthage is open to you. And I would love to get it back. Okay, so let's come down. I think Brundisium is going to be our first... Ooh. The first place we assault. Because it's a port city, it will have a bit of wealth in it. It looks like it has a barracks and slums, because the Romans just don't seem to be able to get anything done properly. Have this force up here. Okay, well, at the very least we can tear down these slums. And next turn we should be able to fill in one of them. That should be fine. You're still unhappy, but I expect we'll get some changes there soon. So, again, it's kind of just ending turn while we get Hannibal sorted, because I mean, we could send this force up to Caralis and do kind of some island hopping. That could be good. That could be very good, actually. But the risk then is that the Romans move back down through Eol and take towards then Carthage and Ibesim, which of course would be devastating. So I don't know how much of an option that is. So let's end turn. Oh, they look so close to an attack. Surely. I mean, surely. Objective failed, that's fine. We weren't worried about that one anyway. +5 loyalty for 5 turns. Perfect. War declared between Pokemon and the Kush. Troubled populace. Trait gained. Oh, okay. And the Etruscans are gone. So all we did there was open up an opportunity for Massalia to expand. So that's not ideal. Anyway, let us take Hannibal, and let us take Brundisium. Gonna have to take it this turn, which we can do. Not a problem. Okay, perfect. So, just go for a balanced stance. Hopefully our elephants are okay. I know they get wrecked in auto resolve. Yeah, okay. Which is kind of absurd, right? Do we loot it? I think we loot it. We need the money, right? Okay, so let's convert that and put a consecrated ground in there. Okay. You can wait another turn, that's fine. And let's put this fleet back in Carthage so we can just keep the public order a little bit under control. Which, well, that was good. That was a good change. Okay. So, southern Italy. First Carthaginian outpost, essentially, in southern Italy here. Which is very good. Okay. Settlement captured, settlement looted. Wonderful. And you would now possibly trade with us, I would like to think. You would, and would you give us some money? 500 moderate? Ah, okay. What about we offer 200, demand that. Okay, excellent. So we got 200 gold, which, does that mean we can actually do something here? Probably not. No. What about Brundisium? Can we repair anything in Brundisium? We can repair that, but it's the wrong culture. I do feel like looting... The problem with looting or sacking in this game is that you loot the place, you get a bunch of money, but it typically costs more money to loot it, to repair it from the looting than it does to actually... than the money you acquire through looting it. Which typically only means that looting is a good choice when you have to move on rapidly and you're not worried about holding the settlement. In which case, you might as well just have the sack option to sack it and you don't have to occupy it. Seems to me, anyway. How long? It's going to take 4 turns for them to replenish. Which is absurd. Okay. Oh well. Let's just end our term and hope that Rome does something here. I would really like to see them do it. Okay, end turn. Okay. Yes. 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 Perfect. Oh, thank God. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We can send that force, reclaim our capital, which is absolutely what we need to do. Oh, thank goodness for that. I was so worried that we were never going to get Carthago back. We still might not, to be fair. Oh, okay. Population surplus, motivated populace, unhappy populace. Household expands, that's nice. And hidden agent exposed. Do we have an agent? Okay, no. The Spartan agent. Right. Hannibal is still doing his thing. This force needs to move. And it needs to move. How long does it take? It's going to take 3 turns. If we go into forced march, we might get ambushed, granted. But we can get up to here. Actually, what we should check is when we're in... Okay. So that is a whole turn of movement from... roughly from here. So we would need to get up to there in one turn to be fewer turns, but if we do, which we won't do anyway, and if we do that, then we're likely to get ambushed. So let's not do that. Let's... do we get more infantry? Or more cav? What do their armies look like? Doesn't really say, does it? I don't think they're great, because I think they do all have a lot of Rory. Or Rorari? Rorari? Rorari. Something like that. Okay, so they have a lot of that.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
But I think we should focus on the slums, perhaps. What's our culture? There's pretty Punic, but also some desert nomadic. But we do need to get some happiness in there. Let's do that. Okay. This force can start moving up in this direction. We won't hire more mercenaries yet, because there's a couple of things we're going to want to do first. Okay, and... ah, no, they've taken Neapolis. That's not ideal, Brucci. I would like to see you go away, because you annoy me now. I wanted this. I wanted this very badly. Perhaps we shouldn't have taken these cities up here and left Rome to have some control over it so they could raise a force and maybe take, you know, deal with a situation like that arises. And we would like to have a battle in Italy, of course. So that was perhaps a mistake on my part. Okay. Diplomacy. Macedon, would you join the war? For roleplay purposes and nothing else? Join and then don't do anything, please. Moderate? Huh. Okay. Will you look at that? We've done it. We've got Macedon into the war. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I'd still really like to trade with you. Which you don't want to do. I mean, they are expansionist and devious, so there's a good shot they're actually going to come for us. Okay, let's end our turn. And Rome is going to take Thapsus, right? And Lily Biome. Lily Biome has been retaken. Interesting. The only good pirate is a dead pirate. Let's go for... the only good pirate is a dead pirate. Especially since we're a trading state. Although I guess in the ancient world, the relationship, and you know, the early modern world, the relationship between a trading state and a pirate state is not clearly defined. Construction complete in Brundisium, good. Okay. Let us push towards Carthago. And I think now we should get some... ah, so... here we have no options, basically. Guess we do that. Hire them. Okay. So we're making 870 a turn. It's going to be done soon. Your public order is poor, that's for sure. And you're Greek in culture, but we'll get that Punic number up. And Hannibal is going to need to move out fairly soon. What the... okay. So those swap places. And the fall of Rome is not to our credit, apparently, by the looks of it. Do I push on Neapolis, or do I hope that the Romans... You know what, I think we do need... Can we afford a spy? I think we do need a spy. We can't. Because it would be nice to see if they have a force here that they could use to take Rome back. And if they do, then we just wait for that to happen. Okay. Actually, is Syracuse at war with... No, it's not. It is at war with Libya, though. Right, hopefully they push further south, and we have free room to take Carthago back. They have another force up here. They have a lot of armies, and then using none of them to protect their homeland. It's kind of weird. Everyone's capitals is in other, you know, our capital is in Rome's hands, and Rome's capital is not in their hands. Not in our hands, but not in their hands. Okay, let's end turn. Okay, so they have put a force in there. They are taking attrition, which is notable. Which is very notable. Our general died. Oh no. Okay, we want a Magnid or a Hannanid. And the reason we want that is to ensure that they remain loyal. So who's going to be best? You cost us 0. We can't afford the upkeep of elephants. 10%. It's not... You're Barked, we don't want you. Magnid. Okay, we'll go with Sekinus. And we'll put him in there. And let us reclaim our capital. Lusitani continue to expand. And construction finished in Brundisium, Eol, and Eol. Perfect. Okay, what can we do here? We can occupy the city. Do we fight this though? I feel like... I think the reclamation of Carthage should be a big deal. So I say we should fight it. Yeah, let's have a battle. Let's get a battle into this episode. Battle of Carthago, 179 BC. I should have actually checked what date the first fall of Carthage was. We do not want to fight in the rain. This should be a glorious day. And it's going to rain. Okay. So, our city, our capital. Look at it in all its glory. Okay. So what's the best way to approach? I feel like this way, probably, because that way... 1, 2... You've got a lot of towers over there. So over here, you have far fewer. You have very easy access. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I think the idea that our Scutari should take the lead, I think, is fine. All good and fine. So let's put them up there. Our Balearics. Let's actually, not just our Balearics, but let's put our Slingers over the side. And we'll try to fire down that direction on them. And we will have you immediately push behind. And this is kind of going to be a sacrificial unit, I suppose. We can probably get them to attack the gate. So, is that all our units? You have a lot of cav. Okay. Which, does that include our general? Where is it? No, he's back there. Okay, so we have a lot of cav that we can use. It's going to be very useful when we get into the city. Not so useful right now. So let us jump right in there. So you can go there, 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 and I suppose up there. So you can this way. Hmm. Actually, we probably want to take those pelters out, because they're going to be the biggest threat. Get them to run. And can we get you to... You can't take out the gatehouse. Why not? It does have oil as well, so we probably don't want to do that anyway. We only have ranged units on the walls, so we do want to move up quickly. Perhaps we get you to break down the gatehouse, which you can't do. Okay, you can do it then. Getting any kills? Hard to say because they're already damaged, but we can have a quick look. Doesn't look like any kills. Okay, couple. Good, good, good. Let's get them up this way. Now, you know what's going to be better? You actually withdraw. You're just going to take way too many losses. Run, run. And let's pull all of our cav up around this direction. And we should be able to capture the gatehouse, or capture this gatehouse with this unit. If you decide to come up, which you should do. Unless you're bugged, in which case... There you go. Come on, get up. What are you doing? Katara, you can come over here and capture that tower. You, sir, can come down here like so, and you, sir, come over this way. Yeah, slowly picking them off, which is good. Okay, you need to run, please.
We have captured a tower.
Okay, perfect. Get down there. Okay, and they have been surrounded, which is excellent. Can we just get a couple of these units up on the walls? Can you hurry up? Let's go.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, and let's get you also up there as well. Okay.
An entire unit has perished.
What perished? Oh, they're struggling. Let's get this general up. Get these units up and let's get them up as well. Looks like it's just going to come down to a brawl in the city centre.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, it's fine. I expected a couple of those units to go. You are being strange. Everyone's being strange. Okay, you should all be able to fire down there. Actually, yeah, fire on them. And the Romans are going to break. Perfect. Carthage is reclaimed. You can stop firing now, that's fine. Let's capture the gate, and let's bring our cavalry in.
We have captured a tower.
Here we go. Carthaginians back again on the streets of Carthage. Saving our city. What forces do they have left? It might just be their general.
We have captured a tower.
Okay, so we have captured the gates. Yes. You're all fairly damaged, so let's just pull you over here. And our ranged units can come up here as well. Okay, our Libyans are almost in place. They're very cool units actually, these Libyan infantry. They kind of, I guess they kind of look like thorax swords, but of course they're not quite thorax swords. It is very dark in this weather. Okay. Let's spread ourselves out. It's just... It's probably not the way you should have gone, Cav, but that's okay. Antoninus, you shall fall. Actually, no, yeah, you just ignore that. Don't get caught up with Altus.
Charge! Disengage! Balhamun gives us strength. Melee infantry.
Priari versus Libyan infantry. Who shall win? Almost certainly the Libyans. between being sword units and having high morale. But also being Carthaginian, of course. Let's have a glorious charge into the back here. Hopefully they hold out long enough. Okay, go. See, nice jab. Oh, that killed very few of them. Almost looks like a phalanx. Lovely. Let's just turn you around so you don't shoot our own guys. Beautiful. Fantastic. Well, folks, Carthage is ours once again. Our Libyans did amazing in that battle. Look at that, 222 kills on that Libyan unit. Scutari did okay. They're not great units, but that's fine. Okay, we lost a unit of Scutari, which is not too shabby. Let's just occupy Carthage. We don't need to loot it or raise it or anything along those lines. It is our capital after all. Let's get a muster field in. How much money? Let's get a consecrated ground to celebrate to the gods, and then a muster field. And we can finish up with I guess a public forum. Okay, very good. Oh, that feels satisfying to have Carthage back. It was so devastating when we lost that. Okay, wonderful, 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 wonderful. This is going to revolt, certainly. That's fine. So expensive to do anything here, though. Although we can probably tear this down. Let's just tear that down. Okay. Now Empire is taking shape, and this now belongs to rebels. Latin rebels. Okay, in that case we probably do need to push out towards Neapolis. Can we get through one turn? It's like we can. I wonder then, should we push to take that back, or do we think the Romans are going to move back to Africa to defend themselves? I don't know. I actually don't know if the AI is coded to try to reclaim their home territories. I mean, it would make sense to me if they did, but they very well may not. Capital recaptured. Wonderful. World of Wonder. Oh, so Carthago is considered a wonder. Oh, awesome. Okay. That's good to know as well. Settlement captured Carthago. Imperium ranked. Increase in rank for Sicanus. Good, good, good. Let's have a look here what we can do with him. Wealth from all commerce buildings. Authority and gravitas. Is he the leader of their faction? I guess he is. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So the Hannanids have our admiral, and the Magonids have the protector of Carthago. They are disloyal. If we increase their gravitas, does that make them less loyal? versus growth and wealth from all commerce buildings. I always go down this tree. I just feel like this is the best tree. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's fill in his... Let's actually get this faction-wide military research. Melee attack for all sword-armed units as well. Okay. He's young as well, he's only 21. I think, I'm kind of thinking with Hannibal, I wonder if we just accept that Roma is finished? That we're going to have to probably take it off Brugge. Because we want Rome, surely. But I would like Neapolis as well. It'd be a great port city to get. And we're going to have a rebellion here anyway, you know, fairly soon. So we might as well speed that up, get that finished, take Neapolis. And these rebels are going to grow stronger, which is going to make it harder for us to take anyway. Or do we take Cosentia? Secure our southern flank. Okay, let's take Cosentia. If we have to end up at war with the Brugge, that's fine, but hopefully the Romans come back to save themselves. I would really like them to see them do that. But let's come back and take Cosentia here. Again, we're going to have a revolt here anyway, so that's fine. I think we'll quickly fight this because I just don't want to see the damage to the elephants. It's a big issue because it leaves us sitting for ages trying to get them to replenish, and it's just not worth doing. So let's have a quick battle. Oh, have they sallied out? They have. Brilliant. Okay, right. Where's Hannibal? Hannibal, buddy. There he is, looking wonderful. I love this helmet. Of all the helmets in Rome too, I think this is the best one. Very Alexandrian. Okay, cool. So let's do a front line of our mercenaries. In fact, let's take a... actually... Yeah, we have to play according to Hannibal's logic, right? So we want to put them in the middle. Them on the flanks. And Carthaginians here. We'll just do a little canaille, I think. See if we can lure them in. Okay, get our Numidians on either flank. Get our skirmishers up front here, like so. I guess we should probably just actually flatten our line a bit because... Otherwise, they're going to attack our flanks, and we don't want them to do that. Okay. Take these here. The elephants we won't really be needing. Okay. This is going to be nice, quick, easy battle. And let's just speed up our approach here. can get in range and lure them in. It doesn't really work in terms of Kanai because, of course, you know, we outnumber them. Probably more than 2 to 1.
Battle ready and eager.
We get 1 shot off and then withdraw. Wow, how did they get a shot off first? Okay, you can withdraw now. Whoa, that was quick. Numidians, you can come around the flanks here. I mean, they are rushing into our center, as we kind of anticipated them to. Oh, brutal. Okay, and that's battle. Perfect. End that there. We lost 1 guy. So that was a good one. Happy with that. Somehow the elephants got 12 kills. I'm not really sure how that happened. I must have missed something. Okay, southern Italy is ours. Let's just occupy that. We don't need any more long-term damage to public order. We have no money. No, this is... Okay, very good. So southern Italy now belongs to Carthage. Perfect. Should we be considering putting another unit in here? I don't think so. I think we're going to be okay. We have basically a non-existent garrison, but we do have some ships, which is good. Okie doke. What is the situation looking like generally? The Kush hate us. Ah, okay, because they've gone towards Pergamon, who I imagine have got really large now at this point.
I greet you as befits your reputation.
They don't like my expansionism. And the Lusitani, okay, they're not so keen anymore either.
Friend. We will speak together of whatever you wish, but bring words that...
Interesting. Let's hope they don't violate any agreements. So, southern Italy, it's amazing how things have turned around for us so quick. I might say this too quickly. We might get the Massili and Lusitani attack at the same time, but still, it is... Ooh. Hannibal can level up, which is good. The legendary commander that is. Campaign map movement range, defense skill, replenishment, reduced upkeep. Let's go for movement range. Settlement captured and household expands. Okay. Let's end out. And we can issue an edict. Where can we issue an edict? Here? Oh, so this doesn't have one. Of course, so that... I see. So they're finally happy, actually, which is good. I mean, let's get our tax rate up. Right, we need the money. Perfect. I guess that was our Imperium level increase. I'd forgotten we hadn't switched that edict over last time, but that's okay. Actually, that would have been a couple episodes ago. Oopsies. Right, let's in turn. See what Rome, this failing faction, decide to do. And they decide to take more of our client's land. Interesting. Part of me really badly wants to push towards Thapsus and take that. But the other part of me... A rebellion is imminent down here. Didn't realize you were so unhappy. What's going on? Okay, let's just stop taxing you. And that will not make a difference. You're going to rebel anyway. Could bring the fleet back. Will that change anything? Then you turn negative. Yeah, okay, that solves that issue. Edict issued, which is good. Okay. Massilia and Rome are at war. Rome has taken Neapolis back, which is really good. Who else? You're unhappy as well. Okay, everyone's unhappy. I think partially because it's winter, which doesn't help. I can check. Yeah, so that's not helping. Okay. Let's see where this rebellion is. Oh, it's just a tiny little one. First, let's just deal with our... what you call him? Our character here, where is he? How do I... Characters... Ah, here we go. Okay. A distant member of the family shows signs of greatness. Despite his age, it is said that the boy is a natural leader. Yeah, let's adopt him. That will be fine. Does that mean we get an additional family member all of a sudden? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Carthago's not super happy. One turn, they're going to have all that done, and they'll be fine, though. Brundisium is where we need to start throwing some money, I think. Probably, so public order and growth would be good. Public order is very good here now, though. Perhaps the public forum would be the way to go there. That would also be really good, but we can't afford slums in Brundisium. That would just catapult all our progress in this region. What to do? I guess... How are we doing for time? We're probably pushing it a little bit. Okay. I think that we should end the episode here. It's been a pretty productive episode. We have pushed further into Italy, taken the shoe of Italy, the boot of Italy, and most importantly, retaken our capital of Carthago, which is currently being rebuilt according to Carthaginian standards. So, with that said, hope to see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.